Hello and welcome to lesson 2 of week 1. My name is Mildred. In the last lesson we looked at how to write SQL comments, and in this lesson we're going to look at some basic queries in MySQL. To save a query file, you click on the save button and then you type a name for the file and then save. We want to use the circular database for this lesson. And for us to do that, I want us to learn how to write queries to do everything. We use SQL statements, use, and then the name of the database to select the database that we want to use. And then we click on the thunder-like symbol there above to execute. Once executed, we can see the database selected automatically. So we could simply just click on that database to get it selected, but we want to learn how to write queries. If you are not at that tab, we can look below to see two tabs, administration and schemas. We are at the schema tab. Once you are on the schema tab, you should see the list of databases that you have. A database consists of tables, and we can see we have tables, views, stored procedures. We are not going to look at the others, but we are going to focus on tables in this part of the course. When you expand the tables, you're going to see a list of all the tables that is held in this database. Now, tables hold specific related information, and this information is stored in rows. In a table, we have columns that have labels for which cell of each row holds, and then we'll see more of that. But we want to learn how to write query to select or to view all the tables without having to click the tab. And so we'll go back to our query editor and then we'll type show tables, which is the command that we use to display a list of all the tables. It's a convention that we want to use uppercase letter for SQL commands, and then we use lowercase letter when we specify column names or table names, and then we get the list of the tables when we execute that command. We have a table called actor, and if we want to look at everything in the actors table, we use a select statement. We use an asterisk to specify all, and then we say from the name of the table. So the syntax is select all or select column name from table name. And so we can see that the list of all of the items in the table is displayed. So we have data stored in rows, where each row corresponds to one person's information, and then we have the column that gives us the label of what each cell holds. We can filter this by, let's say we want to select just certain columns and not all the columns from this. So we can use select first name, comma, last name to give us just the first and last name column. So it select the list of columns, has a comma separated list from, and so we get just the first and last name column, eliminating the first and the last columns. And this filters but doesn't delete. We can select only first name and we get just the first names. So this is how we basically filter tables, how we select certain columns from a table. We can decide that we want to query this conditionally by using the where clause, saying select from actor where the first name is equal to Matthew, for instance. And so it will filter this table and give us only the rows where the first name of the people are Matthew. So we are saying select all from the table name where the first name is equal to a particular condition. So this is how we filter conditionally. So this is where we end this lesson. In the next lesson, we're going to look at operators in SQL.